Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So today is Monday's smartphone news. Got some good news for you. Just three things to talk about, and it'll be really brief and to the point. So the first thing I want to get to, and welcome everybody. Be sure to hit smartphoneconversations.com. Follow me on social media right there, and then go to the website right there. So the V30. The V30's information is kind of getting out there now. We're getting closer to that launch date for the V30 from LG. If you don't know, the LG V30 is coming. It is actually fully leaked out because I think they had some kind of event and people were just recording it and just using it. I think they were letting people use it. I'm not sure. But what I do know is that it's a beautiful looking phone. It's got pretty much a 6-inch Quad HD display from what I can tell. It's going to be IPS. Now, remember on the V20 and the V10, they have like the secondary screen up here like this. Well, that is no more. Basically what I'm looking at here is, so I guess some people question why it didn't have the ticker at the top. I personally am glad that it's not going to be there because you do get a big screen and a smaller body pretty much. But they have the floating navigation bar or the floating bar. So this is what they did in UX 6.0 Plus, I think it's what it's going to be called supposedly. But pretty much it's the ticker, but you're going to be able, it comes out from the side. It's this little bar looks like, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to turn this on and off. But that's going to be interesting. You're going to get a nice big display, and I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know how big the phone is actually going to be, but it has to be big enough because it's got a 6-inch display, and it's probably going to be really small. I would guess that it's probably going to be the size of a 5.5-inch display device because it's going to be all screen pretty much. But that's just one thing, they're changing the UI a little bit. The UI looks the same as current LG phones, but it's going to look a little bit more polished and look a little bit better. And then you have that navigation bar that you can pull out from the side. Now onto that, they also kind of enhanced the always on display for that phone. Basically, always on display, it's going to be really good. Colorful, bright, from what I'm looking at here, it's going to be extremely nice. And I think the V30, it's going to be one of those phones that it's a phone that you probably should buy over other phones. Will we do it or not? That's the question. So something else, moving on. The Pixel. Now I posted some pictures of the different colors of the Pixel on my social media. And I think some people thought, oh, those are fake. They're fake. Well, it turns out an actual hard, like a real version of the phone got put on the internet. And it looks exactly like the photos that I posted. It was a black version. I don't know about the rear of the phone. The current Pixel is good. Now, what we do know is that the current Pixel has, an Snapdragon 821 in it, and it's got bad memory options. This is really only, when I say bad, it's just only got 2 options. They should have given us a 64 gig option. But that phone is looking pretty good right now. To get that phone, and it's actually still on sale, I believe. Big chunk off, $200 off. So that's kind of a, man, probably should get that type of response. I'm starting to have that feeling. Maybe I should get that. But I don't know. But the Pixel 2 is squared off now. I thought it was just I actually thought it was kind of Photoshop too, but after seeing a real photo of it, I'm like, whoa, this is actually real. So this is going to be interesting. So it's basically squared off. It's like the front of a Nexus 6P with the rear of the old generation Pixel. So it's kind of strange, but I guess it's going to have to be one of those ones where you have it in your hand and you're actually using it, and then you'll fall in love with it. Just like the 6P. I fell in love with the 6P's hardware after I had it in hand. So it's kind of one of those things. Now, let me just say I'm not covering this silly news about the Jello effect on the Moto Z2 Force. Don't care about that. Now, on to the next. So Samsung. Why is Samsung selling all of their Galaxy 8s and S8 Pluses at such a low cost? They're willing to give you $300 off that phone. They are really, I don't know if they're struggling to sell the phone, but they're definitely selling a boatload of them at those lower costs. But they OnePlused us, man. They shafted us, people who bought it at the higher cost. So I didn't get shafted too bad because I got mine $100 off to begin with. But there's plenty of people out there who paid the full cost, and they're being heavily discounted now by up to $300. And if you get it through a carrier and you're willing to do a payment plan, you can get up to $400 off. That's a low cost for that phone. It is a powerhouse phone. But what is going on, man? What's really going on behind closed doors? And why is it that they've just brought out their latest flagship and now they're selling it almost instantly right after? You know, I'm currently now my SIM card is currently in my Galaxy S7, and still love this phone, man. This is just one of the best. It is great, hands down. It is fantastic, and I will continue to use this phone. But why is the S8 and the S8 Plus instantly on sale so quickly? Will we ever find out the real answer? I know there'll be a lot of speculation, but if you do decide to tell me why, you got to give me a source. You got to have some hard, cold facts before I think it is true. Now, the S8 Plus, the V30, I want to cover one more thing here. And I had it on my list. I got to cover this. It slips my mind now that I'm trying to get back to it. Again, I'm not covering the Moto jelly effect. Not covering. Anyway, the Note 8 is coming. The launch is coming. That's going to be exciting news. I feel like it's going to be an explosion. You know, it's gonna. That's not the right words to use. I feel like it's going to blow. I think it's going to be a really hot seller. Nothing I say can make that come out differently, but you get what I'm saying. It's going to be a hot seller. It's going to be a phone that people want to buy, even though it's going to be really expensive. I think what Samsung should do is just shock and awe us with a good low price. They're selling their Galaxy S8 devices really low. Give us a good deal. Those Galaxy 7 owners like me who had to turn mine in, give us a good deal, man. Give us the discount that we deserve, because we were forced to turn our phones in. So give us something good. Give it to us, man. Don't make us pay this big price like we did the first time. In other smaller news, the Moto X, has leaked out. The Moto X4 has leaked out. Android O will be officially launched soon. The OnePlus 3 and 3T will only get Android O. That's the last stop for them. HTC has already promised that on the U11 we're getting O. And they added 1080p at 60 frames per second. That should be the software. The software update is already out, but it isn't hitting some of the phones yet. So we shall see how that works. Some people already have it. I don't have it yet though, so I'm waiting on that. But other than that, guys, man, there's a lot of news to cover. But I'll post some other videos later. But I just want to give you Monday's smartphone news at this point. Oh, there's also a black key one and there's a gold key one. So BlackBerry, for you BlackBerry lovers. They're not in the US, but you will be able to grab them eventually. There's always a way. They'll start saying this is a limited edition and they'll bring it over here. But nonetheless, I'm pretty excited about all the upcoming devices that are coming out. Samsung's event is coming up, and I think that's going to be exciting. I think people are going to, I guess they're going to stream it live like always. And I think people are going to be excited to see what's coming, I don't know. I've been in the spirit. I've been using my Galaxy S7 here today, and pretty pumped. I need to change my setup to have it mirror my other phones, because I hadn't used it in a little bit. I'll use it to record a couple videos, but put it back in the box. But I need to change my setup because I'm going to daily drive that thing for a little bit alongside some other phones that I'm testing. So it's your man Jay Will. Monday smartphone news. What news do you have? If you have some sources on things to report, please do so. But in the meantime, stay tuned for more. Follow me on that up there. Hit that link down below, down there. See you in the next one. Take care.